Bonjour y'all, my name is Brita and today on Tuesday night I'm quickly going over all of the details that you need to know for the upcoming Community Day, or is it Community Days, in Harry Potter Wizards Unite. As always, thank you to Niantic and Warner Brothers for providing me with this information early so that I can get this video for all of you. So yeah, the October Community Day in Wizards Unite is actually going to be 48 hours long. It will be October 13th and October 14th, starting and ending at midnight in your local time. So that at least is pretty similar. If I had to guess, the reason that Community Day is going to be 48 hours is because, one, pretty sure that they adjusted the October calendar because they are working on the bug fixes. We know this because we had a spotlight event at the beginning of the month, and the brilliant event happening later this month is only going to be 4 days long. So they adjusted the calendar, and because of the adjusted calendar, Community Day is weekdays. So that will be Wednesday and Thursday, October 13th and October 14th. So again, I'm just guessing that we have 48 hours because they understand that many people are working on weekdays. Although, side note, a lot of people work weekends too. So I'm sure that this will be exciting for anyone who normally has to miss Community Day because they're working on Saturday or Sunday. Okay, for this, we will have increased sightings of Albus Dumbledore, young Hermione Granger, young Ron Weasley, young Harry Potter, and young Neville Longbottom. So that is all of the Foundables from the Chess Chamber page, which is the main focus of this event. But it is also 2 other Legends of Hogwarts Foundables who are guarded by Boggart Confoundables, meaning that you cast Ridiculous in order to overcome the Confoundable. Remember that. There will also be a special 1 kilometer port key that rewards the Wizard Chess Queen. Finally, there will be a guaranteed flying key from Wizarding Challenges when using Legends of Hogwarts runestones. However, keep in mind that guaranteed means that if you get the bonus fragment, the exploration fragment, it will be a flying key. However, guaranteed fragments, period, are only going to be in Forest 4 or above. So if you do a whole bunch of tower chambers and use Legends of Hogwarts runestones, you might not get a flying key. But if you do get a fragment, it will be the flying key. Hopefully that makes sense. In addition, as usual, we will have the increased Wizarding XP, the increased Challenge XP, as well as Spell Energy Wards when doing Wizarding Challenges. Finally, reduced brewing time for Tonic for Trace Detection, which will help all of you who need to restock. It will be an hour long, and then when using Master Notes, that will reduce the brewing time by an additional 50%. So now that we have the big picture details, let's go into the tasks and rewards. I almost forgot, of course, there will be a free store pack. It has all of the ingredients for a Tonic for Trace Detection, 25 Spell Energy, and 1 Dark Detector. Reminder, because this confusion has come up with recent events, that a Dark Detector does not necessarily give you boosted event traces. Now, you might happen to see the event traces just because of the randomness, the RNG, random number generator, that creates what traces you get from a Dark Detector. But if you are trying to focus on the event traces, then a Dark Detector is not going to help you with that. So keep that in mind. All right, tasks and rewards. Use Master Notes 4 times. Easiest way to do this is to do short potions, but since you have 2 days, you can really just do your regular potion brewing schedule. Defeat 40 foes in Wizarding Challenges. This will definitely take a while. You can usually get 3 to 4 foes from like Ruins 4 to Tower 3. So if you're just trying to knock it out quickly as a solo fighter, that might be your best bet. Cast 30 ridiculous spells. I mentioned that we have boosted Foundables that have Ridiculous, right? So 4 of the 5 boosted Foundables are guarded by Ridiculous, so that will be fairly easy to do. And it's only casting the spell, it's not casting a certain level of the spell. So you could even just have a handful of traces and do your spell really slowly so that you get a fair cast. It will most likely resist, and then you can do it again. Return 20 Young Hermione Granger Foundables. Return 15 Albus Dumbledore Foundables. Return 1 Wizard Chess Queen from Portkey. Of course, Adventure Sync is still broken, and many players still do not have any distance tracking working in their game. And I realize that if that is true for you, you can't do this. I do not know when this is going to be fixed. I hope it's before Community Day, but at this point, I do not have a timeline for when we will get the new update that will fix Adventure Sync. So I am really sorry, and I feel your frustration. The rewards are just pretty standard. The boosted Foundables are more exciting than the rewards, so you can still get a lot out of this event, even if you aren't able to walk off a Portkey during the event. Finally, return 8 flying keys by using Legends of Hogwarts Runestones. I already mentioned the only completely guaranteed thing is to use a Legends of Hogwarts Runestone in Forest 4 or above, but you can use Legends of Hogwarts Runestones in lower chambers. You just may or may not get a flying key. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Okay, so for doing all of that, you get your individual rewards, and then you get 3 Defense Against Dark Arts books, 3 spell books, 500 Wizarding XP, 60 gold, and 30 spell energy. A few quick tips to prepare for the event. I go over all of this in detail in my article on Wizards Unite Hub, which is linked in the description down below. So if you are hoping to prestige Chess Chamber, which will be the easiest to prestige since everything on it is boosted, then you might want to do some prep work. Before Community Day begins, analyze your page. See if you need either of the challenge Foundables, which of course are the Wizard Chess Queen and the Flying Key, and start doing Wizarding challenges. Do Wizarding challenges with the Legends of Hogwarts Runestones so that you can collect those 2 fragments that you need. That way you will be ready to prestige when Community Day begins. This is especially important if you are unable to do Portkeys right now, because you will not be able to get the Wizard Chess Queen through Portkeys, and because during the event itself, the Flying Key will be the only fragment available when using Legends of Hogwarts Runestones. So if you need the challenge fragments, do Wizarding challenges in advance. Now, it will be a little bit more difficult to prestige Potions Classroom. Young Harry Potter is the only one that is boosted on that page. Of course, he is also the most rare of them, so it's possible that he is the one that is keeping you from prestiging. If that is the case, then, well, if you have everything else ready, you don't actually need to do any prep work. But if you need the Half-Blood Princess copy of Advanced Potion Making, again, you need to do Wizarding challenges with Legends of Hogwarts Runestones in advance of the event. That way you can hopefully collect the potion book that you need, and then you will be ready to prestige when you get Young Harry Potter on Community Day itself. If you are trying to find some of the other Legends of Hogwarts Foundables for either Potions Classroom or even Room of Requirement 1, Neville Longbottom is boosted on that. That is actually a situation when you might want to use Dark Detectors. You can use Dark Detectors, of course, in advance of Community Day and just prioritize the Legends of Hogwarts traces that you see on the map. And then you can also use Dark Detectors during Community Day itself. They will not give you event traces, but they will give you like random traces, which could include Legends of Hogwarts Foundables. So that is something to help you prestige 1 or 3 Legends of Hogwarts pages in your registry. Now, if you have already besieged the pages, or you're so far away from besieging that you're not really sure that that is going to be a possibility, you can still enjoy Community Day. You can still take advantage of the bonuses. Now, Albus Dumbledore is an emergency threat foundable, so every time you place him on the page, you get a lot of family XP and a lot of wizarding XP. This allows you to level up in the game. It allows you to level up in the registry. Also, I slightly misspoke. Every time you return him, you get both. You get the family XP and the wizarding XP. When you place him on the page, you get family XP. So, leveling up in the game, of course, you can do even more if you're using a Barufio's Brand Elixir. And leveling up the family registry is really exciting if you have unlocked some of the nodes that give you more bonuses from your treasure trunks. So just different options for you depending where you are in the game, because this will be an event that is fun for players of all levels. You know, if you have green starred everything and you have gold frames, this is also an event that you could skip. But if you are wanting to unlock treasure trunks, you know, just focus on Albus Dumbledore, focus on the orangish red beams, which will be young Harry Potter and young Hermione Granger. You know, just get that family XP. And don't really worry about the tasks unless you just really need those spell books and the Defense Against the Dark Arts books. Also, going along with all this, your Trace Charm, you will want to prioritize, of course, any foundable that you need more of in order to proceed your page. But if you have green starred on gold frames, then you want to just save it for Albus Dumbledore. He is the only emergency threat foundable during this event, so of course those extra fragments, the possible extra traces, they will be better if you use your Trace Charm on Albus Dumbledore. That is about all that I have for y'all today. As always, thank you so much for watching. And thank you to Niantic and Warner Bros. For providing me with this information early so that I create this video for all of you. If you want more Wizard Unite content, subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. What are your thoughts on Community Day? How much will you be able to play since it's a weekday event? What are your in-game goals? I want to hear from you. So please leave me a comment down below. But yeah, that's it. I have to go edit this and hopefully publish it in time. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, au revoir, witches.